Hey later. Welcome to season 4. We are back and better than ever. So I wanted to give a little trailer for this season because it's a little bit different than where we've gone in the past. And I feel like this is going to be a huge challenge for myself and for you because I'm bringing you into this experience with me. How so? So if we were to go back just a few months, I think it was maybe November sometime, I was getting my nails done, which every good story starts with, I was getting my nails done. So I'm getting my nails done and I'm at the salon and I'm praying, I'm asking the Lord, where do we go for this next season of For the One? What does this look like? Is it different? What do we do with this? Because it feels like it needs a moment to shift gears or, to go in a different direction. And so I'm praying and all of a sudden I hear the name Delilah. And I have this immediate flashback for every one of my 90s babies with me, 90s, 80s. There was that moment when you had a long day and you would find yourself, your parents are driving and you're in the back seat of the car and there's just that smooth sound of Delilah's voice. And she doesn't say anything really profound. It's just an acknowledgement of where the day has been. It's an acknowledgement of where life has been and where the relationships have been and where your heart is. And it's usually just that timely space that you need to reconnect with what you're feeling, with what is going on in the day. And it's like that breathing room where all of a sudden you feel this comfort to know that you could go forward with courage. You could go forward with encouragement. And so as I'm processing in the salon and I have this throwback moment of Delilah's voice booming on the radio, all of a sudden I hear, no joke, Delilah's voice. I wish it was her. I don't even know what she looks like to know if it was actually her. But I turn around and there's this woman talking and she sounds exactly like Delilah. And so of course I do anything in Laura fashion and I turn around and I say, oh my gosh, has anyone ever told you that you sound exactly like Delilah? And she says, no, I've gotten compared to some other people, some other celebrities, which I honestly didn't see the connection. But I was like, well, okay. I said, but you sound exactly like Delilah. You are a radio show host. And so we have this beautiful, funny moment. And I turn back and I'm like, Lord, if there was ever a confirmation that this is the direction that we should go for this season, it was this moment with Delilah's voice booming behind me. And so this season, on season 4, what I want to capture is real life in the everyday weeks that we are living. Because I found myself every week running the podcast, wanting to do these beautiful sermonettes and wanting to have these beautiful bows on life and tensions and turmoils of our lives. And I felt like I had to have this perfectly succinct message to give. And that's not life. We have so many curated spaces that we're living in right now. We have so many spaces where we feel like our faith has to be buttoned up like this beautiful little package and this beautiful little bow in order for it to make sense. And so our questions are answered and our anxieties are relieved. And yet we don't have any space in the in-between to actually just be real about what's going on in the everyday. You don't need more curated spaces. You need a space to just be honest. And so this season, I'm going to model that. I'm terrified and also really excited because I am going to challenge myself to not do many sermonettes, to be real more than I ever have about what my weeks look like and what I'm processing. And they may not always have a bow on the end of it. It may leave with a giant question mark of, I'm still figuring this out. But I think that as leaders, we need more spaces where we can just be honest with the questions. We can be honest with what we're processing through. We can be honest with ourselves, maybe for the first time, because in every context, we're expected to have it together. We're expected to have the answers. We're expected to show up and to have this beautiful bow on our anxieties or our fears or that struggle or that spiritual warfare. And in this space, you don't have to. In this space, the invitation and the rule is to just be honest. So every episode, I challenge you, as you listen, as you receive, let honesty flow over your heart. Maybe in the car when you're driving, and it's the first quiet moment that you've had. You would allow yourself to just be honest about what you really feel. Maybe if you're taking a walk with your dog and work is done for the day, your demands are wrapped up, and you're listening to the podcast, maybe there's this moment of like, my feelings finally just caught up to my body. And from there, in the honesty with yourself, maybe then you can be honest with God. Maybe you can be honest with other people or with me, but you don't have to. Wherever honesty finds you, just be that. And so, like I said, I'm going to model this. It's going to be a challenge because I often want little bows and I want everything to be a little sermonette. But I just want to be real and authentic about where I'm at as a leader and as a mom, as a wife, as a community leader, as a writer, as a speaker. I just want to share the real things because that's what we need. We don't need more spaces that look pretty and perfect. We need more spaces where tables are full of tears and the airwaves are filled with our questions and our prayers. That's what we need. So season 4, Delilah meets radical honesty. I'm excited. I hope that you're excited about this. We're going to try something a little bit different, but I want to hear from you if that's the place of honesty where you're at. If you could say, okay, I'm ready to share. I would love to hear it. So I just want to say a big, hearty, a warm, a Delilah welcome to season 4.